They started.
Hey everybody, hello. It is Monday, the 14th of October. Actually getting chilly here in New Jersey finally at night. Is cool. I love it. We still have very high pollen for the people that have allergies. I didn't realize it, but I think I have allergies. Anyway, thanks everybody for being here. Like I said, another day, another dollar. I don't know why that. I don't even know what that means. I don't want another dollar. I want more than one. Anyway, I was talking with Chris about, there's faith that you hear about in the Bible, but faith in someone. And I was thinking about that. Why do we have faith in someone? And what it is you have faith that where you're going because of what they've done. Example, I didn't have faith in MLM businesses for 15 years. I had hope. I always hoped that I'd go into the right place, and I hoped that it would be there more than 3 months. I hoped that the person running it would do the right thing, according to me. Kind of ignorant, arrogant, but according to me was just be fair, just be legit. And that's what I started learning, the corruption part of it. Some of it was definitely on purpose. And maybe I was naive sometimes, but that's okay. You know what? I look back and Ash said this, no matter what happened to him, whatever people might have did against him, he said, I'm not going to change who I am. No matter what bad things happened, I didn't want to get jaded where, okay, that's the way the world is, so I'm going to be that way. No, why would you let somebody take over who you are? I don't care if I went to 50 businesses that were bad or the people running it were bad. That's not me. So you move on. It hurt, yeah. Like example, you're online, you get in a business and you spend the beginning, the foundation, you're building the brand for that person or those people that are running it. Having a blind faith. Now, there's a difference. I had a blind faith for people because I didn't have any track record. I didn't have something saying, well, they did these 9 things in a row that would build up the faith that I would have towards them. So it's blind faith. I'm hoping they do the right thing. And if they do, and then because here's the thing, anybody, all of you have tried, most of you have tried business online. The hardest thing, and I put, this is for me, the hardest thing was getting people to come in, but usually you use your friend and family. Now you have blind faith, but you're delivering to your friends and family true faith. Let me explain. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it as much as I can. But when you go to your friends and family, you have to be 100%. That's why they're hurt so bad when it doesn't work. Because they trusted you. And you trusted blindly somebody or some person that made a promise they couldn't keep. And that's the part that's horrible. And I did that for years, 15 years, where you get in, John Smith's running it, as far as you know, sometimes you didn't even know who it was. And they would give you this story, and it always looked good. They paint a beautiful picture. And I go, okay, blind faith, I believe them. I did. I had to get my mind right so I could share it with others. The problem is I had a blind faith on somebody that had no track record. They never proved to me they were who they were or said they were. But I don't have that opportunity. I have to go to people and friends and deliver to them, I believe in this, you should too. What happens? I was wrong. The company wasn't what they said, or it's impossible for everyone to win. Now I have to deliver that back. I thought you said this is great, or at least you believed it. Why'd you have me come here if you didn't? And you got your head down, tail between your legs. Damn. So you got hurt, they got hurt, and you can handle it from you. Now you go to the next business. It's going to be a little harder to get your friends and family because they got burnt from me having blind faith in somebody that didn't deserve it. That was horrible. But then there's a lot of other things I've told you. When I got in any company, I worked it as hard as I could. I have blind faith. This is what it is. It's good. I looked at the good part of it and said, okay, I can work with that. I'm going to get moving. We're going to get people in, blah, 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 blah. Targeted traffic. And I started spewing out my blind faith in someone or something that 99% of the time didn't deserve it. Who got the blunt of that? Not them, me. Because the only thing people see is me, not them. So then your name and who you are gets thrown in the mud. That hurt. And you keep moving on and hoping you're going to find somebody that will be legit. That's why I hated the hype and all that. Yeah, hype, you can bring in a lot of people if you just did purely hype. But eventually, they're going to show their cards. And if you're betting on a Royal Plus and you ain't got nothing but a pair, it's not going to work out very well. And that happened to me a lot. 15 years, like really easy. The other 5 years were in here. Now let's get into faith. Faith because of, one is, faith is where we're going. But I believe in Ash and the faith in Ash because of what he's done. Every day he built, he told me, this is me personally, every day he told me that he is somebody to trust. So do I have faith where we're going? Absolutely, 100%. Let's put it this way. I got enough 100%. We're going to go there, do or die. Can't get any more than that. In other words, he's going. And it's such a great feeling for me to know that I finally was able to hook into somebody that I had built my faith to 100%. So when he says it, I believe it. And you learn that from your past part of your life. A lot of people let you down. And if you're the type that want to believe, blind faith, which I've done, sometimes you do blind faith until it is revealed to you that true faith was deserved. Ash gave me enough info and enough things to happen that I can see and hear that the blind faith became true faith. I have faith 100% in Ash Mufareh, where he's going and what he's doing. And I want to tell you, it eliminates all the anxiety. I could see in the other businesses I was in, and I tried to count them, but it was over 50. I never had got to the point that it went from blind faith to true faith. I hope I'm making sense to you, but I'm really trying to. Because I know people say, Chris had somebody say, and I'm not going to mention names, this is what made me think about it. Well, you and Marty will follow forever. Other people are getting tired of it. Then leave. Nobody's forced to be here. But I think you wouldn't make that statement if you would slow down, let go of your weakness of believing. Go by the track record of Mr. Mufareh. Go by what he's done. He's telling you that he's done what we've seen that was done. But the point is, if your mentality or your faith in general, however big, however small, is not there, you're never going to believe Mr. Mufareh or anybody until it's right in your face and you can touch it. That's okay. I'm not saying be stupid, but I'm saying if you truly have to see and touch and feel before it actually happens, you're not going to sleep well at night. I have no problems. I don't go to bed at night and go, I wonder if Onpassive is going to be there tomorrow. I don't. I don't at all. And it makes it a lot easier for me to not have to worry about that. What do I mean? Day one, I have blind faith in the company. Why? Because I really don't know, but I'm a faith kind of person. I think the cup is half full, not half empty. I believe anything's possible. I believe I deserve better if I can work at it. I believe if you're here, we're just visitors here. While we're here, we should try to help others. Basic. For one thing, it feels good for me. The other one is the right thing to do for me. And let's face the facts. All said and done, we come here naked and alone. We come here by ourselves. We're going to leave here by ourselves. Yeah, you build families in the meantime. You build friends in the meantime. But that last day, nobody's going with us. It's just us. And I want to, the novel I write during my life, even though some of the stuff I was writing wasn't very good, I did dumb things. But I'm hoping in general at the end of that book that it's believed he did his best for himself, his family, and friends. And if I have part of changing the world, like Onpassive, that's even better. That's how you get on the #1 book club, okay? But that's it. You write your book. When you're done in that last breath, that book closes, gets in a file. We left here. We're moving on. So, but the blind faith, I'm saying if everybody, I'm just trying to help people not get rid of the anxiety of Onpassive. And the other thing I want to say to people that don't have that, I feel bad that you don't have it. I don't know how you get it, because if trust and faith isn't there to begin with, you can work on it. I'm not asking you to fake it till you make it. But I'm going to give you a really easy thing. If somebody says, I don't want to go any further, I don't believe what's going on, it's very easy. I'm going to tell you, leave. No, I mean, nobody's forced to be here. I would not be here flat out if I didn't believe in it. Onpassive doesn't own me. I could leave. I could leave tomorrow. I don't have to do anything. I could go back to my little world and shut down and go do something else. But if you're here because I deserve something, or time went by, and what about me? And listen, I want things to happen too. But where would you be if you didn't have Onpassive? Where would we be? You would be the same age you are now. The people that died in your family would have died. The people that got sick in your family would get sick. The bills that you have, you'd still get. But the one thing you wouldn't have if you weren't here is hope for a better tomorrow on the planet. Because if you did, you would do it. I could market, I could build teams, I could build probably any business. But that's not, I don't want to do that. I want to be with people. I want everybody to have the same opportunity. Do I want everybody to make the, no. You got to put a little effort in, and the effort you put into Onpassive, 2%. Ash is doing 98. Now, if you don't even want to do the 2% and you don't trust Ash by now, if you don't trust Ash and you just want, where's it at? And you have the outlook that it's taken longer, he's doing that to me, I would leave. There's no way would I, at this point, if I didn't have faith and believe it and had any kind of stress over it, I got enough crap going on in my life. I don't want stress from this. I would leave. I would leave. I would say go to plan B. There is no plan B, business-wise, or making an income online. Zero. You know there's not. But going to somebody else or bringing your anxiety to somebody doesn't help. You know I'm poor. You know I have bills. You know I'm about to lose my house. I'm about to lose my home. I'm about to lose. I don't have enough money for groceries. I, me too. What the hell's that got to do with them Onpassive? Well, if it was sooner, I'd be okay. If I was 150 pounds lighter and I was a woman, I could be a ballerina, but I'm not. I never will be. But we do have hope and we have faith. I have faith, it's not blind faith, that we're going to get what we're looking for. Nobody wants it to happen now more than Ash Mufareh, the man that's doing 98%. But how do I know that? Because I looked at his track record, I know who he is, and I have the utmost faith that we're going there, and that's what he wants to do. But if you still don't have that, and it's so bad that in your mind you're starting to blame the quickness or what we're getting and how quick we get it, I would leave. It's not good for you to feel that way. But I have a feeling you would feel that way whether it was Onpassive or not. You would look at another reason. I'm saying work on it. We all want to go there. Contrary to what everybody thinks, well, Marty, you talk to Ash all the time. Blah, blah, blah. I don't get paid from Onpassive. I don't get paid from Onpassive. You know, people are looking at, yeah, it's easy for you. Because easy for me, why? Because I don't have enough money to pay my bills and I got 3 grandchildren that need help. Extra help. Money I don't have. What do you want me to tell you? I'm living in a mansion? Not quite. But I'm living in a mansion here. I'm living in a mansion here. I'm living a great life in here and here. I believe with all my heart, like as clear as my right hand, we're going to walk into a really nice situation. And if I didn't make it, my family will. That's a cool thing. For me, it's a cool thing that we have. God blessed Marty DeGarmo and his family. Why? Because Onpassive found me 6 years ago. Now, obviously, 3 years ago, I was talking about launching in 5 weeks. I read the tea leaves wrong. Things didn't work out. But I also look at history. Things happen for a reason. I may not like the reason. I may not know why. Do I think that someday it'll be clear? Yeah. But it might be clear when we're not here. We might sit down one day outside of this planet where we're going and get the truth. This is why this happened. This is why young people, good things happen to, bad things happen to good people. It's life. I don't like it, but move on. Just keep moving on. My whole family's gone. Oldest brother dead, 20 years old, Vietnam. Second oldest brother dead, car accident, 20 years old. Third brother dead, heart attack, 46 years old. They were good people, really good people. It happens. It's life. Now, I could really stretch it. I could really stretch it and say if Onpassive wasn't there in 1968, my brother wouldn't have had to go to Vietnam, and he could have been an Onpassive and made it. Come on. Life goes on. Look, Mike Ellis, I'm going to give an example. Mr. Video Man. He's working every day. When he saw that Onpassive wasn't launching next month or the month after, this is a year ago. So I'm going back to work with my brother. And he's not planting daisies, okay? This guy is working like a 20-year-old, remodeling bathrooms and all. I mean, he's doing labor. But did he ever say to me, man, if this would have launched, I wouldn't have had to go back to work? That's obvious. But what would have happened? Knowing what we know now, we don't know the whole story, but some kind of nasty stuff happened to us the last couple of years out of our control. Happened to Ash and happened to us. Well, one day we'll probably hear it. But what happens if the people involved in that nastiness went with us to the next phase? Would have been bad. My belief is God saw it and said, okay, it's time to weed them out. A little whisper in Ash's ear, you got a problem. Go back down there. Go back down there. And we got to take care of this. We're about to move on to something we're about to move into this so-called promised land of Onpassive, and you don't want that darkness and nasty coming with you. That's what happened. Thank God. You think it's bad what they did, whatever they did, and whoever they were? Imagine moving into $1 billion a month company. Just adds more power to the wrong people. So am I glad looking back that it happened? Yes. Do I wish it happened 4 years ago? Yes. But I'd rather it happen when it's meant to happen. And knowing now, and a lot of you did videos which are mind-blowing. They're beautiful videos telling Ash how thankful you are in this new dream team. We're all trying to come up names for this new team. I've got names you wouldn't believe. It's so funny, but they're great. This team impressed, over-delivered to the very man that's going to over-deliver for us. So it's the first time he got to be with people that actually go to make him go, wow. I believe his heart kind of settled down. These people get it. They get where I want to go. They have the capability of bringing us where I want to go here and here for years and years ago. That's beautiful. Listen, and this is what I mean about reading the company in Mufareh. How you get faith is when he came on, and if you're watching, after going through hell on earth, no doubt. Everything you could imagine that went on with Ash and his family, it happened all at the same time. And when he says these people completely blew me away, and you're going to be impressed. We will impress you. That made me feel better than anything. I didn't hear about a product name. I didn't hear about what it's going to do. I didn't hear about it's going to have this gadget and this gadget. I knew if Ash Mufareh is being over-delivered, triple over-delivered by these people, whoever they are, I thought, that's enough for me. That's enough for me, because finally you can see in him that dream he had when he kind of stepped away from steering the ship, and we hit an iceberg. The problem was some people put the iceberg there, and deliberately hit it. But he got away from there. He found people that could not only patch the ship, but we're going to migrate eventually into a bigger and better ship, faster, more beautiful, farther range. I mean, this is amazing. And that's why I say when I talk about faith, There's blind faith where I'm hoping, a lot of us have that. I know a lot of you have it because I talk to you every day. We have that blind faith, but now the blind faith should be changed to total faith. I mean, I have faith that Mr. Mufareh is going to do miraculous things because he's surrounded by what? Miraculous people. And the wind beneath his wings, miraculous founders. Not all. I hear people say, oh, some bad people are going to be in here. Yes, thousands. When we get into a million people, 10 million, 100 million, whatever winds up coming in Onpassive, there's going to be nasty people. But when the core of the people is solid and really cares, has faith, one for the other too. Because everything I said, if you leverage everything that we're learning, it makes a solid core. Solid core. So even if the darkness of people come in, they're going to be hiding in the corner. You're just going to see a little dark spot. It won't matter. It won't mean anything. But how you keep that at bay is faith and love for each other and believing in each other. So once you have and I don't say blind faith, don't do blind faith. I want you to do yourself a favor. Look at where we've been. Look at where he is. For one thing, Ash owes us nothing. A normal, and this sounds horrible, a normal human being going through what he went through, besides the government, besides the millions of dollars, mismanagement, whatever evil deeds that happen, normal person, this is why I have faith in Onpassive, that's why I have faith in Ash Mufareh, would have left. He could have came on in June, said, we've been sabotaged. My family can't take any more of this. I've sacrificed everything I have, my time, my family, my money, and I was taken out at the knees, and I'm done. I'm sorry, I did the best I could, and left. Normal person would have did that. But when he didn't do that, now when I hear people say, well, what's he going to do? And what did I do? Man, we forget very quickly what really happened. We don't know the details. I don't need them. I'm not that stupid. You can read what happened without actually seeing every little step. He said this, and his name's this, and that person did this. It was bad. So blind faith to solid faith to believe. I truly believe that if there's anybody on the planet to take us somewhere that we could only make by a miracle, is Ash Mufareh. He's not a god. He doesn't walk on water. He doesn't raise the dead. So don't put God in there or he's some kind of, no. But he's an unbelievable human being that I think we would be amazed at what his humble beginnings were. He made, because of his brilliance and his heart, he has done very well for him and his family. And the safe way out was Ash keep doing what he does, keep to himself. He would have never got a bad name online. He would have never got all these people going after him if he'd have just stayed to himself, lived the rest of his life, and then one day died just like the rest of us. But he didn't do that. He said, I want to bless as many people as I can. I want to change the world as much as I can. And I can't do it alone. So he threw a net out and tried to get people. He tried to attract people that are like him in the heart. And he did. Bad apples come with it. Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, it happens. So what? Because a bad person can imitate a good person. They can imitate it. Not for long. Eventually, it's cream rises to the top and the turd goes where? Somewhere else. And there's some turds in Onpassive. Only because my vocabulary is not that good. Yeah, big turds. But no, I mean, so today's theme really is about blind faith and real faith. I have real faith in where we're going. I'm so happy. And if you don't have it 100%, work on it. You'll feel better. But sitting back and blaming my cousin Jimmy John passed away and he never got to say I'm passive. He never got to see it go, and he was dedicated. All right, well, so what are you trying to say? I mean, I don't even know how you answer that. I'm sorry. I mean, but to look at it like, well, if Ash would have did this sooner, he would have saw it before he died. Yeah. If I'd have got in MLM in 2004 and my first business I ever saw was Onpassive, and it was like 1 week before launch, I wasn't ready for the abundance I'm about to get for Onpassive. I wasn't ready. You know, sometimes we pray for stuff and it doesn't happen right away. You think your prayer wasn't answered? Your prayer might be answered when God decides to answer it. Things happen to me like, I can't believe that happened. But after it's all done, I went, well, it's probably a good thing that happened. So anyway, have the faith. If you don't work on it, it takes work, but you have to have that kind of heart. You have to have a life where, you know, I found myself judging people. And I know a lot of people say, I never judge a book by its cover. You might want to think that over again. Because I've said stuff to somebody and afterwards I'm like, wait a minute, I don't know what kind of day they're really having. Some people let their bad day come out of their mouths. I'm not going to hold them against it. If I offended anybody ever in Onpassive, ever, I apologize. Now, if I'm directly talking to you about something you did that was against the company or against Mufareh, I probably meant it. But making a mistake saying this and that, no, not at all. But I love all of you. I just want, and here's the thing, I'm going to get back into leveraging. Leverage all the good in your life. Anything in Onpassive that's good, leverage it. What I mean is share it. And once you share it, and some people may not get it right away, share it until they get it, and they'll do the same thing. And if you share the love, the hope, the positivity, the giving, the family atmosphere, and that's generated because it is contagious. When you listen to Ash, is he contagious? Yeah. That's why we fell in love with him. Even if you don't understand what he's saying, there's something there where you go, wow, this is amazing. You can't even put it into words. Share that. And you could share that. And what happens is the core gets bigger, stronger, because I'll tell you what, all of you, us, will be the core, all of us will be the core for the world. Because they're going to come in and they're going to meet some of you, find out you're a founder, find out you were in the journey. Act like it. Act like it, because they're going to believe you're the luckiest person in the world. But right now you're going, I don't know when this is going to launch. I can't believe it. You know, act like it, because it will matter. So anyway, love you all. I talked about 30 minutes longer than I wanted to. I'm going to turn it over to Chris, but I really mean it. Just, it's all about work on you. And listen, when I'm telling you, when I'm suggesting, I'm talking to me too, okay? Once this yap starts going, part of me goes in the seats and listening to me, because I'm not perfect by far. But I've learned to learn. I've learned to learn. And when I do pray, you know what I pray for? Wisdom, to understand, not the knowledge. Because if you have the wisdom, at least you'll listen and you understand what people mean, and you have empathy for other people. Anyway, turn it over to Chris. I'm done for now.
I just chuckled because I can't imagine you as a ballerina running around in a tutu doing the dance. So it's always gets me going on there. Good morning, Marty DeGarmo. I love you. Good morning, founders. I love you all. Let me do this real quick. Not quick, but lots of prayers today. Dave Switzer needs some prayers. He's having trouble with his bronchitis. Renata Gurrick, father, Ivan, is fighting cancer. Red's mom has a tumor that's inoperable. Pray for her. Julie, Pierre's daughter, Chloe, I know was just rushed back into the hospital. Say prayers for her. Robin Noble fighting cancer. Collins Manas, I believe it was his mom. Give her some prayers. And anyone that else, if I forget, I don't mean to. I got a new note board here. I'm trying to keep it all on here. I do want to say happy Thanksgiving to Canada. I hope you have a wonderful day. I don't know what you guys eat, turkey or duck or whatever it is, but have a great one. Happy birthdays today to Manish Singe. And today would have been my mom's 83rd birthday. She's up in heaven enjoying her family up there. I will see you again. Went and visited her yesterday. Not in heaven, at her gravesite. And I want to do a couple of reminders just from Judy Miller. Ash does not have a Facebook. A lot of you guys get messages or asking you to be friends. That's not Ash. That is not Ash. So just ignore it. Another thing that came to my attention from last week from Tanya and Passive, people advertising to sell their founders positions. That's a big no-no. You cannot do that. Okay. Hang on to those positions. You have no idea what you're giving up, but you're not allowed to sell any positions, period. I want to apologize. Ouch, dog. Hold on. Clicker, get. I want to apologize. She didn't bother me one time when Marty was talking. Yesterday I did a post. I put a lot of prayers in my post, and the heading was not what I wanted to say. Said something about October 15th, the money's flowing. It was actually a beautiful prayer. Minnow sent the text to me saying, Chris, I said, oh my God, I looked at that and didn't realize that was the heading. I took it down. A lot of people shared it. That had nothing to do with Onpassive. That was just simply a prayer that had a goofy title on it. So I apologize. So if you got that up there, take it down. That had nothing to do with Onpassive. Again, it costs nothing to subscribe, not a shiny penny. A lot of people are subscribing to get our updates, which is awesome. I still see people posting some wrong information. If you see someone posting some wrong information, all you got to do is say, this isn't true. Please take it down. And that we're going to just say you're going to report it to Chris Johnson and Marty DeGarmo. And I guarantee you they'll take it down. If you're advertising false to try to get people to join, that's not how it works. We advertise the we advertise the right stuff. This is why we ask everyone to subscribe to our channel, because we want to talk. We tell stories. We explain Ash Mufareh, what he's doing. And I'll give you an update right now. Ash is doing. Let me tell you that. A lot of questions every day. Chris, what's the date? I don't have any dates. The only person that knows dates is Ash Mufareh. And me and Marty discussed this for about a half hour yesterday. Actually, he gave me a couple spankings. The correct answer when someone says, when's this going to happen, is soon. You've heard what Ash said in the last couple weeks. Again, I don't have a date, but I myself, Marty DeGarmo, we know exactly what's coming, and we want you to understand how big this really is. So you don't have to ask me that question anymore. My answer is going to be the same, soon. But no dates. We don't give dates, because in the past, Ash has given a date, and people go after him if that date goes by 1 minute, and they start chewing on him. And we don't want anyone to chew on him. He's got enough people chewing on him right now. But he is working viciously right now to make sure it's perfect for all of us. I got some people saying I still can't log out of my OES still. And I had some people say I can't get into my OES. It says no internet. And they say I got perfect internet. That is the old site. All right. You got to log in on passive.com. It'll take you to that ecosystem. Put your name and password in there, and it'll work perfect. But a lot of you are going back to the old site. That's why you can't get in. And again, Ash had said to us, password changes are coming. Email changes, it's going to be a whole different ball game. You're not going to just be able to change an email. You have to be vetted, both parties. And I'm going to repeat that because I don't want the issue in the next couple of weeks. Oh, I want this change. He's not doing nothing. If you gifted it to him, guess what? It's his. He'd legally have to tell me or Onpassive or Marty or whoever they're sending it to, hey, I don't want this group anymore. But then again, I think, well, I don't know if I believe this guy, if this is just another guy shooting another email. So it's a touchy thing, guys. Remember, ethical. We want everything clean and ethical in this company. We don't need anyone stealing from anybody. In the past, we've had a lot of bad things happen, which caused Mufareh a lot more work to do because he had to go in with his lawyers, fix this, fix that, make sure the right people got their stuff back. So we have to be very careful. Don't ask me for an email change. We don't know how that's going to work. I believe it's going to have to go through the company or support. And I don't know exactly how that works yet, but I'm sure Ash will put something in the updates. Check the updates every single day. Oh, guys, I just checked the update. It says the same thing. Okay, then there's not really an update, so just wait for it. Refresh. I'm going to tell you right now, I check it twice a day. I don't have to check it all day because the groups check it for me. I look at the groups. Oh, new update, new update. So then I go in there and read it, and then I'll post out updates. What's going on this week? Soon, I'm going to give you my best answer, my greatest answer. Soon, listen, do you see me excited? Do you see this guy next to me or over here excited? We are excited because we do know what's coming. All right. We are excited because we can let you know what's coming. Marty talked about faith all morning. Listen, if you don't have faith in my heart, you have nothing. A lot of people in this world to this day still don't believe in anything. And I feel sorry for them. But I believe in number one, God. And I believe that God put Onpassive in all of our lives. Why? Because we needed it. You heard Marty say we pray a lot. God answers prayers in his timing, period. I know my life is so much better because I allow God to lead me in the direction I need to go. Am I perfect at it? No. Sometimes I fight him a little bit and I say I give up. What does God say? What does God say? Good, now let me go to work for you. I absolutely love that saying. I had an individual, let me see if I can find it, who sent me a really cool post. His name is Interparet Singe Aurora, if I said that right. He sent me this cool poster. He sends me beautiful posters every night. He said, talk to yourself at least once in a day. Otherwise, you might miss a meeting with an excellent person in the world. I like that. In other words, that post is telling me I'm somebody, even if I talk to myself, and I do that a lot. But I know we want you to look in the mirror every day and say, I got the faith that my life is going to change. I got the faith that Onpassive is going to help make it change. I have the faith that I'm going to take this to another level and make a lot of changes for a lot of people, including your families to start with, your communities, your countries. And slowly but surely, step by step, everything you've heard us say, everything you've heard Mufareh say is going to come to fruit. No, I can't even say that word. It's going to happen. Soon, it's going to happen. So stay plugged in. Check your eyes. Please like and subscribe. And I appreciate everyone that's subscribed to myself and Marty's channel. I'm getting a lot more people on a daily basis. I did not, if you notice, I didn't put slow mode in the chats today. And let me tell you something. My eyes are bugging right now because it's almost impossible to catch everyone's comment. I know, Marty, if you're having the same issue, it's tough. You have to go above it, below it. So I'm reading them all. I'm sure if there's a new update, I'll read it. Yes, absolutely, Narelle. It does pop up. Everyone that's out there doing webinars, we appreciate it, but please make sure you're saying the right information. If you say the wrong information, trust me, I'm going to hear about it. And I don't care what language it is. They usually send it to me first. And I'll actually kindly, recant what you said or fix what you said. Even me in the past, I've said, nope, the wrong thing. I'll get out and I'll apologize for it because I know now. Don't just share something that you see. Someone was posting something about, coin's going to go to the world soon. Ask Mufareh. He's never said that. He's never said that. Wait for the updates. Wait till it happens. Stay plugged in. Literally stay plugged in. and watch this company grow with you and every single person in this world. It's going to do amazing things for my family. Listen, I got people in my family that need this. They need it desperately. And I know there's people all over the world that need this desperately. Actually, the world needs Onpassive more than you'll know. Think about anything bad that's happening. I believe Mufareh will have so many fixes for so many things that there's going to be a lot more smiles and maybe a lot less wars. It'll all come into play step by step. As we grow, the world grows. As you grow, your family grows. Remember that. Thanks, Mufareh. I have the faith, 100%. Marty DeGarmo, I want to call you out again for thank you for doing all these videos. He's literally getting pounded and he keeps going. I gotta tell him to go to bed at night. No, go to bed. We'll start back up in the morning, and he keeps going. Renata made the most beautiful song I've heard in a long time for Robin Noble. It's shared on our YouTubes. It's shared everywhere now. It's absolutely gorgeous. Renata, thank you for that. I know Robin was in tears when she heard that. I know a lot of people were just saying, wow, is that a beautiful song? So you keep doing that, Renata. I'm sure at the bottom of my heart and everyone else, they love that. And that song goes out for anyone that's going through any kind of sickness, health, financial. Believe in yourself. We believe in you. Don't stop believing in yourself and just keep moving. Again, happy birthday to my mom in heaven, 83 years old. Miss her every day. But guess what? That's life. Life goes on. She wants me to keep living just like everyone else. And one more thing. I remember when Facebook started, I didn't see anyone say, oh, my brother died, so he wasn't able to enjoy Facebook. That's kind of what it sounds like when you say that about Onpassive. So life goes on. People die. We pray for them. They went home. They're in a better place. But don't compare what you have. Compare what you're going to have. Whether you're working at now or when you're 80 years old, for now, if you didn't have Onpassive, guess what? You'd still have those same choices to make. And remember this, Onpassive's here so we all can make choices. I think I'm good, Marty DeGarmo. Red's coming on in like 6 minutes. He's back to Monday Fun Day, I believe. Marty DeGarmo, back to you. I think that's the right way.
Yeah, you're actually on point in the right way. It's the opposite of what you think, though. Yeah, I want to thank everybody. The lady that made that song, Renata, it was amazing. In fact, I want to play it here before we leave. I'm not sure how many people saw it. So I'm uploading it real quick. I'm thankful for all the comments. I'm thankful that I'm in this company. And another reason I don't have anxiety of where we're going, because I'm enjoying where we're at. I mean, the last 5 years, the last 4 years the last 5 years out of 5.5, I got to do what I like doing. I love meeting people. I have friends all over the world. I would have never had that. I heard some bad things, sad things. We've laughed, cried, told jokes. Chris makes fun of me and won't stop doing it. No, but there's a lot of stuff that you could focus on until we get where we're going. I mean, you could learn, you could work on yourself. So many people have worked on themselves, from a quiet little mouse to a dancing maniac like Marcianne. But look, she can speak anywhere. So one of the great speakers. The funniest thing is the people that think they are the least, they're the biggest in the company. Oh, I don't have anything to say. Well, you better tell yourself that, because you said something just now that was amazing. Everybody has something to say. Everybody has something to offer. The only people, the thing you're going to find out about Onpassive, thank God, is the only person holding you back, and it's true, is in the mirror. Because Onpassive has nothing to do. Onpassive wants you to be who you are, 100%. and there's no reason why you can't be. It's fertile ground to be who you want to be. It's amazing. I love the idea that we get to be who we want to be, and 100%. I hear people talking, and we've had people come on and say, I'm shy in front of the camera. And then they talk for 5 or 6 minutes about their lives and the reason why they're shy. And at the very end, I'm going, you just did shine the light. All you need to do is record what you just said. I mean, it's that simple. But yeah, we're still doing shine the light, obviously. Keep it under 10 minutes. Say your name, where you're from. You send it to me. My name is so-and-so. I'm from whatever country. If I could translate, I will. But no, they're amazing. Tabitha's been sending them every day from the Hmong community. I know there's more deaf people out there. I love them. Send them in. I try to go, if you're in a good, really good webinar and you think there's clips in there that are worth clipping, there's some things you need to do. When you do a webinar and you're the host, you have to go on speaker view so that you can make a clip. Otherwise, there's 25 people on the camera. It's not good for clipping. The other thing is, some people have these Rembrandts behind them, names and colors and stuff written, and that's not real good when you're making a clip because you can't add AI to it and put the words across the bottom or the top. So sit in the middle. Don't sit too close. And because I believe I would love to share individual videos that people say. Not all of them, but there's some that are people need to hear. And that's cool. Go ahead, Chris.
We got 1 minute to 11 o'clock. I forgot Pat Parent is in the hospital, guys. She needs some prayers. Back to you, Marty.
I didn't know it was that late. I'm sorry. We're going to go. See you tomorrow. And